106.5 FM and online. It's the After 5 Guest with Wynne Thomas.
And last month, on Ascension Day, the announcement was made of the new Jubilee music to commemorate the Queen's 70 years on the throne. The second part of the anthem is We Thank You for Our Hearts, where the composer Anton van der Meer is with me. Thank you, Anton, for your company this afternoon.
Hi, Wynne. Thank you very much for having me on your program.
We thank you. Did you say that to represent the countries of the Commonwealth when you wrote that?
Yes, I am South African born, and I was very fortunate to already perform for the Queen when I was 20 years old. So when I was approached by the British Monarchist Society by the founder Thomas Mace Archer Mills, I was really, really thrilled to be able to compose this piece to commemorate such a wonderful monarch with such an amazing record that she has achieved this year. So yes, it entails the Commonwealth, it entails music from Africa, India, Australasia, bringing it around to the Caribbean and some other parts of the realm, bring it then back also to Ireland and Scotland, and then eventually ending back in England.
So it's commissioned by the British Monarchist Society. How would you sort of go about that, and how would you pick pieces from here and there? How would you do it?
Well, actually, this was a commission by Thomas Mace Archer Mills, the founder of the British Monarchist Society, and we have actually been long-standing friends. But after I have composed several other anthem-style music before, he followed my career after we've met through mutual friends. And when this opportunity presented himself, he felt that what I've done before could really be working for the style of music that we wanted to entail. So encompass with the music, yes.
So it was nothing new to you then? You wrote stuff like this before, lyrics and music, but there was nothing new to you then, was it?
No, yes, I have indeed. I was signed a development contract in 2013 with a record label, and through that I composed 3 pieces of music, all anthem style, all crossover classical style music, which incorporates full choir, full orchestra, and then obviously classical voices. So this style of music was something that I've always loved. Being a tenor myself, it's also music that I love to sing. So it just worked out perfectly for this anthem indeed.
So both songs feature Leslie Garrett and Rodney Earl Clark. So you had to sit down with them and work with them as well to get this?
I did indeed. Yeah. It was such a great honor to work with both such formidable talent. We had a few rehearsals scheduled before our recording time, and we've just worked through the music, and it was such a wonderful experience for myself to be working with such amazing people.
So when did you know you had the commission?
Basically what happened was in January 2020, right. I actually got stuck in the UK because of COVID, and not long after that, Thomas contacted me and said, listen, I felt in my heart for quite a few weeks now, I need to contact you. Are you available? I said, well, I'm actually stuck here. I was supposed to go back to South Africa the 1st of January, but because of COVID, everything locked down. I said, well, I'm available. We can start working. So that happened a year ago, and then on the 19th of January 2021, we already had our first lyrics drafted, and yes, so it happened over a process of a year, actually.
So part 1 is called The Four British Nations. Were you part of that as well? Did you do any work on that?
We worked with an amazing composer, royal composer, Dr. Olga Thomas, and we brought her in specifically because she writes such amazing classical music. So my involvement was made basically in the beginning, explaining the whole idea of trying to have a typical coronation style piece with that. And then I was also quite fortunate to actually sing in the choir with the London Community Gospel Choir. So my voice as a tenor voice is actually featured on that recording also.
That's absolutely brilliant, Anton. Absolutely brilliant. That was really fantastic. It must have really put hairs on the back of your neck. They stood up straight, yes?
Yes, no, I'm glad you enjoyed the music.
Brilliant. You kind of touched me when you said you actually sang in the choir. That's absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much indeed for telling me that, yeah.
Indeed.
So you said the second time you've sort of connected with Her Majesty, the first time in South Africa in 1985 with Nelson Mandela.
Yes, I was at that stage studying a law degree, and I added on music. And when the change happened in 94 in South Africa, in 95, the Queen came and she did a tour of South Africa. So I was extremely fortunate then to perform as a soloist with our university choir for both her and President Nelson Mandela. And it was quite apt, I think, especially when if you had to hear our lyrics in our bridge part of We Thank You, is also the speech that she did on her 21st birthday from Cape Town, South Africa. So yes. I was so fortunate to perform for her in 95.
So where was this recorded then?
We recorded this in London, in the recording studios in London. We Thank You, we did there, and then we also recorded the Four British Nations at studios in Cambridge with the wonderful arranger and orchestra conductor Robert Emery. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was recorded in two places.
So all those sound effects then, how long did that take to put together?
The funny thing is, I was quite fortunate in my life to travel quite a bit, and I used to sing in traditional South African choirs also that sang traditional music. So all of those type of sounds and everything is music that was actually familiar to me, and we've just got some ideas of what we wanted to do, did our research, and then came up with that. So many of the backing vocals and the chanting on the track was actually myself chanting and singing to that, because it was music that I've done before, or styles of music that I've done before. So yeah, that was the start of the process, and it didn't take too long actually.
That's fantastic, brilliant, absolutely, for you to actually sing on it as well. That's really brilliant, and do all those different sounds as well. Thank you. Absolutely fantastic. So when are we going to hear it then? We hear it sort of publicly.
Our official release is on the 21st of April, on the Queen's birthday. Right. This is a gift to her, and that's why we felt that quite apt. And then we are hoping for this piece to really be featured quite a bit over the Jubilee weekend and up to then. And then also, hopefully, the piece will always be anonymous with our wonderful Queen. So after that, we also hope to really still boost the song. But yeah, the first time it will be released officially on the 21st of April. It's already available on pre-order on iTunes and all the other platforms also.
Marvellous. That's absolutely fantastic. So for yourself then, what follows this then? Where do you go now from this?
We've already got quite a few ideas on what we want to do next. I really enjoy working with the British Moniker Society, so we are looking at a few more music projects. We've started the BMS record label also. So there's going to be quite a few ample opportunities, I believe, for music to follow after this also. So yes, that's what we're working on. And then I will also probably just carry on with my own solo singing career as a tenor. I am part of a duet group with a beautiful young soprano. So we'll carry on with that also.
Oh, Anton,
writing and singing.
It's been a delight to talk to you today. Thanks so much for sparing me the time.
Thank you so much.
And that's Anton van der Meer, who is the composer of We Thank You From Our Hearts.
Our destiny was thrust upon a courageous girl, oh so young, to become the steadfast rock of our nations.
She has firmly stood the test of time, unwavering at her call to shine, to reign in dedicated duty.
Your Majesty will always be our pride and joy, our Lord, the mother of this nation, United Kingdom and beyond. You're the diamond in this platinum crown, forever in our thoughts. Elizabeth, Your Majesty, we thank you from our hearts.
In the years she's been reigning from the throne, those good and wise have come and gone. She's the one constant in our equation.
Her life journey's not been an easy one, filled with pain and loss, just like all of us. Through it all, not wavering in her devotion. Your Majesty will always be our pride and joy, our Lord. The mother of this nation, United Kingdom and beyond. You're the diamond in this platinum crown, forever in our thoughts. Elizabeth, your Majesty, we thank you from our hearts. You made an oath to give your life, however long or short, devoted to the call of God in service to us all. Your Majesty will always be our pride and joy, our Lord. The mother of this nation, United Kingdom